there at that time. Was Muhammad there? No. Okay. They base it on as Allah being the one who spoke to him, Abraham, and showed him things of the past in order to write the entire book. If you read them 1:19, I will mislead them. Verse 1:19, and I will create in them false desires. I will order them to slit the ears of cattle, and to deface the fair nature created. So God, Allah said, I will mislead them. He's going to mislead them. As we read in the Bible, which suggests God bringing confusion on people, God making Pharaoh hard, difficult, hard-headed person so that he will not accept his instruction. The same thing, I will mislead them. God is misleading the people, and I will create, I will, as a result of that, create in them false desires. He will put false desires inside them. I will order them to slit the ears of what? Cattle. To cut the ears of cattle, and to deface the fair nature created by God. However, forsaking God takes Satan. However, forsaking God takes Satan. For a friend hath of the surety suffered, loss that is manifest. We can point things out, but realistically, if Allah is Jehovah or Allah is Allah, Allah is someone who is omniscient, omnipotent. You don't expect Allah to be that. If Allah created the human beings, you don't expect Allah to be in a situation where anything will suggest that he did not really create people. But if he created a man, created a woman, then as the revealing of punishment and all this now coming, you ask yourself, no, why can't Allah straight ahead correct the issue? He can pick his computers, us being the computers, or whichever way he sees us, and rebuild us. In fact, connect the disconnected wires and all that, and put it right, whatever it is that the veins is falling apart or whatever it is, and put it right. This isn't my saying. This is something regarding what the religion is about. But I see these things are really something that if we're able to really deal with, we have a good chance of transforming the future and living a very peaceful life. You can't underestimate the work of these books. The fascination and the word of this book and what these books can do to us. It has completely changed a whole generation's mind. It's even admitted in the book how God is all wise. It says his own soul, for God is full of knowledge and wisdom. Sorry, excuse. And to me, what I have learned and what I've understood, I believe this unveils. It's really to unveil these things. You are somehow releasing a bondage, a man's state of being bondage from whatever it is have held you down or held me down. This is something which if you're able to sort of reveal and bring it out and quote those things that is really written there to sort of reveal what is happening, what has made a Christian be a Christian, Muslim behave the way they behave. And if that's not just the two, there's Buddhists also, but in our everyday life, the decisions we make. And if I say everyday life, I'm talking about people like what? The Muslims, people like Christians, people like Buddhists, people like people. And these are the same people who are Muslims, who are the same people who are Christians, who are the same people who are that. Somebody wearing his clothes and working, how would you know even he's a Muslim? Today, with our understanding, it does not matter for you to put on anything that signifies or shows that you're Muslim, which, like most Muslims, is to hold on to the idea of dressing, identifying themselves through their dressing. So if I know this, then I advise myself on those bases that, okay, God is, I advise myself in every way that somehow I've come to realize that whatever I know of this book, whatever I have accepted of this book, cannot be the basis of which I'm supposed to guide and lead my life. I have to look at this book and admit to the facts that is there for me to admit to. I cannot look back and still struggle looking forward. I cannot look back and still struggle looking forward. The idea at the end of the day is to achieve a very peaceful life, and that can be achieved because the source of the problem, as we've all discovered or have discovered here, that I'm putting out to you, is right there before us that we never knew, we never understood it, because the book, these religious grounds that we take upon ourselves, is completely out of shape. Yeah, it's completely out of shape. Our common sense should tell us who the Almighty God is, or who He is. To us, we can tell. We can sort of reveal Him in every respect that a man should sort of reveal his God to be. I hope the same way for you. I really sincerely hope that I'll be able to sort of make sense and touch your heart. I'll be able to make sense and touch your heart and point you to those directions that needs to be pointed to. And we can keep on what we read in the Genesis, also to reveal more of, we are now in Exodus, to reveal more of the issues which issues which relates to all these things. We have to look at Exodus 4. In Exodus chapter 6, God reveals His promise to Israel. He reveals His promise to Israel. And if we read on, say the Lord said to Moses, "Now you shall see what I will do to Pharaoh, for with a strong hand he will let them go, and with a strong hand he will drive them out of his land." Revealing the way that God, Jehovah, this is Jehovah now, Jehovah revealing to Moses renews His promise to Israel. He reveals this, how He's going to renew His promise to Israel. To Moses. And that is what the whole verse is going to point to you. Now, Jehovah God has been there whatever time as it's stated, as the book sort of suggests. But